storylines that we've come up with, scripts that we've started, scripts that we've written. And I'm like, dog, we just really need to get back into this game. So there's another conversation we'll have at the end of the pod because I don't want to take up too much time right now. But right now, is it Eric Jerome Dickerson or something like that? The author?
Yeah.
So he's got a book called Friends and Lovers.
Mm-hmm.
And they turned it into a movie. They cut it in 2 parts, though. I think both movies are like 88 minutes. So they just cut it into part 1, part 2. And I watched that because back in that had to be like 2014, maybe. It might have been earlier, could have been a little late. But give or take, around 2014, I started a series called Lovers and Friends. And I'm like, shit. I've seen this before where something we've created, we didn't get around to doing it, and then somebody else did. So I watched part 1. I got to watch part 2. But it's not anywhere close enough to the world of what I created, thankfully.
Yeah.
But this
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Nah, fuck that. He had a Black Mamba. He had a commercial.
Oh,
for
no,
Kobe.
that was exact.
like it was
I-
just missing the dialogue that he had.
I wrote a commercial for, I just wrote a bunch of different commercials for a bunch of different companies. And this one in particular happened to be for Black Mamba for his shoes, his shoe line. And set was a basketball gym. Girl is out there. Team is out there. Confetti's all over the place. Team just won a championship. You hear them screaming and celebrating and all of this. And then the next shot is you see the janitor pushing the push broom, sweeping up the confetti. But then you also hear boom, 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 balls bouncing down on the other end of the court. And when the janitor gets there, the girl knocks down a free throw or a elbow jumper, whichever one it was. And the janitor catches the ball and he was like, "You do know you just won a championship, right?" And she grabs the ball and she says, "And I'm making sure we win it again next year too." And it goes to his logo, Mamba Mentality, or whatever it is. That was the commercial. And literally, what was this? Probably 2 years ago now?
Yeah, it had to be about 2 years ago.
I was in bro's house. Mom's is there. She's sitting on, I think we both sitting on the couch. And this commercial comes on. And it's literally that commercial. Like exactly that commercial. Minus that dialogue. And it's for Black Mamba. And I'm like, what world? But, I appreciate and respect it for what it is. When you have an idea and you don't create it, it's going to be delivered elsewhere. I'm a firm believer in that, and I can attest to it. Because like he was getting ready to say, that movie Ambulance, he had...
That's the one with Yahya? Yahya Abdul-Mateen?
I think he might be in there.
Because I feel like there were 2 similar like ambulance type movies. Because I saw one. Is that Michael Bay?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Michael Bay.
Yep.
Then that's
Yep.
him.
Well, he wrote a story. Was it Home of the Brave?
Yep. I think it was like something like that.
I think it was Home of the Brave.
Yeah.
Whatever his title was for it. Same storyline.
Land of
I
the Free,
think
Home of the
minus
Brave,
the
something like that.
ambulance.
Minus the ambulance.
But other than that, exact same storyline. Minus the ambulance. What was the one just recently?
Delayed.
Delayed. Whole movie about, a chance encounter in the airport due to a delayed flight. Now there's a movie being, I think this is Barry Brewer, The Flight Before Christmas. And we see it so often, and it's obviously because we're not working, we're not, putting forth the effort to put our own projects out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's got to change in 2026. You know what I mean? That's got to change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find that Kobe commercial because that just blew my mind when I saw
That's the
that.
first and last time I seen it.
That was the first and last time I saw it. The first and only time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here for it. I've been watching all of these, like I mentioned. I've been watching all of these SAG Q&As with the cast of Sinners, and they're talking about their process and the making of, and I'm like, man, I want to make a character. I want to bring a character to life. I want to be on a film set and do my thing. So I'm all for it. How was your holidays?
I mean, it was cool. It was
Chill.
pretty chill. Yep. Just around the family. It was all right.
Got you some Dodgers.
No, it's funny. I saw yours standing up there. I'm checking my pockets like, damn. Oh, here we go.
That's hilarious.
I didn't think I
Shoot, they
had it.
They gonna give me a
I
sponsorship
thought
in
it was
a
in my
minute.
coat. Hey, it's the
It's
one.
the shit.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's the shit.
Nice.
It's the one.
Do y'all have like a typical dish, or like I shouldn't say typical, but like a must-have dish that y'all do every year, or do y'all kind of switch it up? What is Christmas like in y'all house?
So for Christmas, at least when I kind of push a little bit, we venture away from the traditional setup. And this year we did an Italian menu, which was cool until bro told me he put ricotta in the lasagna, and then I couldn't eat the shit. So
Why not?
I do not do ricotta cheese, bro.
So we did Italian too.
Yeah?
We did.
Okay.
I made lasagna for the first time with ricotta cheese.
Ooh,
No,
I
you
cannot
have to
stand
use it.
ricotta cheese.
I've never used ricotta cheese. So I learned how to make a lasagna working at the nursing home. So we used what we had. We had tomato paste, tomato sauce, and one of them big ass cans,
right?
You know, cream cheese, that kind of thing. So when I looked up like what a traditional lasagna was, I was like, what's up? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a try. It was very good, but your boy was on the toilet.
It was the ricotta cheese.
Man,
No,
I bet you it
no,
was the
no,
ricotta.
no.
Man.
It's not.
The ricotta cheese is ricotta and blue got to be in the same family.
No.
Ricotta and blue cheese are the same to me, dog.
That
blue cheese is
ricotta
good too,
cheese
though.
whooped my ass the first night. The second night, I think my body was kind of used to it, so it was just
Yeah.
like,
Was it the
all right.
ricotta or is it just cheese?
It was the ricotta, though.
No, because I'm pretty good with cheese. So I've been eating pizza now. I'm coming around to pizza. I know I used to complain about that, but
Niggas always want pizza.
niggas always want pizza. Now I'm niggas now. Like, and haven't had any issues. So I don't think it was the cheese. I used mozzarella and some Parmesan, but I think it was the ricotta. Because that was a battle I have never felt.
One battle after another.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh man.
Bro,
Man.
I don't know when it was for me, but I just do not like ricotta. And it's one of those things that I can't eat around it. It's like, because they trying to tell me, it's not a lot on there. You're not going to know that. Bro, once you told me it's there,
I didn't though.
You don't like the
completely
taste?
I do not like the taste of ricotta cheese.
Oh.
I do not. It is, I don't know what it is.
So
to me.
how would
you know that shit we used to knock off the ceiling in the gym back in the day? That's ricotta cheese
Bro,
in my eyes.
watch.
Bro,
out.
stop acting like you invented ricotta cheese, nigga. I'm just
saying.
saying. I don't like
the shit from the ceiling.
So
Yeah, bro.
so how would you make it?
without ricotta cheese. I would do everything the same, but just wouldn't put ricotta cheese in it.
So would you substitute like cream cheese or just
without it?
Just without it.
would it hold? Does it hold
Mhm.
without it?
Yeah, it'd
Oh,
be
okay.
fine. Yeah, it'd be fine.
100%. I'm just
fuck
not a
with the
ricotta cheese fan, bro.
It was really good. It was really good. I was like, okay.
I made 2 huge pans of lasagna.
He did.
Do y'all do a big
ass
y'all do a
pans.
big Christmas thing?
Yeah.
Family from out of town or just family here?
Not just in the city.
Yep, in the city.
Oh, that's nice. We used to. Both sides just kind of was like, nah, everybody's staying at home. You better cook your own food. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but yeah, no, we did lasagna too, so it was smooth. Do y'all have any like games or any like what else do y'all just eat
I mean, you
and
know,
kind of
like
chill?
the kids and stuff, they play games, do stuff. We, for the most part, eat and chill. And then, you know, Christmas is full day of sports for us. It's basketball and football on all day long.
Okay.
So I ain't really finna play no games and all this shit. Can y'all
Get
settle
out the
down,
way.
get out the way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we are there, man. We try and, you know, have a good time. And we typically do. But I'm definitely going to watch sports, bro. And they get too rambunctious, I'll take my ass right on to the crib. I ain't even going to hold you.
See, now I'm getting to the point where I don't even like leaving the house. I'm just like, I'm comfortable,
There's
especially
no
if it's
place
cold.
like home.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want
Especially
to
if it's
go
cold. Nigga,
out,
it's cold.
eat, get off full, and then
Yep.
like, now we gotta go home,
Bruh. That's why I'm so
So-
thankful moms live right around the corner from me.
Mhm.
Yeah, trying to drive while you full and tired, it's a bad combo.
Don't get
and
stopped
don't
at
add
no
no
long
liquor
light.
in there.
Oh,
It's
boy.
it's a wrap. It's like, no, we spending the
We
night.
spending the night.
We
Straight
spending the
up.
night. So, well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep, it was
We were kind of talking yesterday, but I don't know if you saw James Cameron. He has made the list for filmmakers who have a net worth of over $1 billion.
He's got to be the list, don't he?
I
we
would have thought he would have been on the list.
We
He's
thought.
just cracking.
Wait, so there was a list before him?
Yes. So he's the fifth filmmaker to make the $1 billion club. And he's number 5.
Who are
At
these
just
other
over
4
$1 billion.
mystery niggas?
Well, you know the one.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we just talked about him.
Star Wars.
Oh,
Lucas.
Yeah,
Yep.
George Lucas.
George Lucas is number 2.
He's not one.
Number 3. No, you're forgetting another Jew.
Oh shit! I thought it was gonna be Triz.
Oh, but I mean, I don't mean it like that, but
They
they
don't give a
say,
shit.
Oh,
you
shit.
know, they say the Jews run Hollywood.
All right.
I will drink to that.
He's doubling down. Lord.
I'm just trying to keep up with Triz. No, I'm just
Hey,
playing.
listen.
Yeah, George Lucas was number 2. He's at like 5 billion.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Peter Jackson, who did the Lord of the Rings films, if you're not familiar with his name. He also redid King Kong back in like 2005 or something like that. I think he was at 2 or 3 billion. And number 4 is Tyler Perry. And he was just under 2 billion. Number 1 is Steven Spielberg.
Oh, of course.
Of
course.
over 7
Billy.
billion.
That's crazy.
Spilly.
That's a lot of goddamn money.
I mean, and I just assumed with Titanic, the Terminator movies, the Avatar movies now that James Cameron was, at least 2-3 billion. So to come to find out that he just cracked $1 billion, that man. And Steven Spielberg at 7 billion,
He been chilling.
bro. And they just dropped a trailer. I don't know if y'all caught it. I think it's called Disclosure Day. If you haven't YouTube it, or I'm gonna send it to you. But
I think I saw that.
there was like it's
the
who's in it?
Thumbnail
Emily
or something I
Blunt.
saw.
And I don't know who else, but I think she plays like a news reporter or like a weather forecaster or something. But the rollout was pretty dope because I was seeing these reports I think it was in New York. I don't know if it was in New York or LA, but definitely New York, where these random billboards just popped up overnight. And it was very vague. It was like a new Spielberg experience coming next summer. And everybody was like, what? We didn't even know he was making a movie. He like 80. What are you doing? And then the trailer dropped and it's like, I don't know what it's about. It has something to do with aliens and they've descended upon us, I'm thinking. But it's some weird shit.
And I'm gonna do numbers. Watch.
I'm here for it. That was a trailer because it's one of those trailers where you don't quite know what's going on. You have an idea, and it's like, I need to go see what this is about. And it's from one of the greats, so you're just like, well, when was the last time you made a movie? Like 5 years ago, maybe longer. I gotta check it out. So. It's definitely, and he's the summer blockbuster guy. He originated summer blockbusters. So if he coming back with a summer blockbuster,
Because that was what?
Go.
When did Jaws come out?
1975. Before we was even thought of. Yep.
I'll check out the trailer later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw like the thumbnail or something like that.
He said not my type of shit.
Well, because like I think right after I saw that Shia is rumored to be coming back as Sam Witwicky again. And that's going to win every time Transformers. Come on, guys.
I knew what
I
it
was
was.
like, I didn't
I didn't
know
know they were
who
making
you were
another
talking
one.
about. I was like, is that his Holes character?
That is funny
No.
as shit.
Nah, Transformers
I
was
knew,
my
yeah.
joint.
Really?
Oh, my
I
God.
wouldn't have.
I
I
know-
would have thought
I know
he would have
Nope.
hated Transformers.
Transformers
You like Michael
was
Bay.
my joint.
You
And you
like
know what?
Michael
No.
Bay.
I liked Transformers.
He like
But-
shit getting torn up.
But
in the city.
but if I were to go
Shit
through Michael
exploded.
Bay's
If you did, yeah, I like
filmography,
a lot of
I'm
Michael Bay's
guessing
films.
you
That
would
is
like
fair.
most of
That
them.
is fair. That's fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
Wow, Transformers.
Transformers was my shit when they first dropped them.
So wait, and we gonna
Nope,
we
ain't
gonna get to the
Let's get to
episode,
what we doing.
But what?
we not finna call me out right
So
here.
it's not you. You're not against like stuff that isn't based in realism.
No, I'm not against it. It just there has to be a certain hook and draw and something that, is entertaining enough, captivates my attention, and still provides, some humor, some edge, whatever. And that's what I found with Transformers. I'm a big Transformers fan.
So how did you feel when they used Milwaukee but said it was another city?
That shit doesn't bother me. Like, it's cool.
mean, we
Make the
knew.
movie flow. We knew,
We
right?
knew. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was watching a pod where this guy was breaking down this song he wrote for Luther, and he said the people that needed to know,
Oh,
They-
yeah,
I know
yeah,
exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about.
I
So,
forget his name, but
the people that Hurl,
yeah.
but the people that needed
Harold
to know,
Lilly.
Harold Lilly,
Yep.
the people that needed to know, they knew, and we knew that was Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The
like,
art
You know what I'm
museum.
saying? We knew it was
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
that shit was fire to see though.
So,
Can't lie.
I
I mean, they do that all the
appreciate
time
it.
though.
All the
So it wasn't a
time.
big
Oh, yeah.
thing. That's just Hollywood magic.
No, for sure.
We have
So,
a pretty iconic lakefront. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to
we had that
dive, we're gonna have
conversation.
to dedicate some more time to talking about
Lloyd in the Michael Bay films.
Lloyd's taste. Yeah, because I just assumed you were against anything that was like sci-fi, fantasy, had any of those elements. Because it seems impossible to even get you to check out some stuff that is just like,
It just doesn't have that draw to me. Like, something's got to be there. And again, to be fair, you got to remember, Shia was part of our childhood as well as Even Stevens. Like, that's where,
Shit was
I was
great.
introduced to him. He was just a funny ass character and relatable in a sense. Like, he's a kid growing up, going through, the ebbs and flows of life and dealing with whatever's thrown at him as a kid. And that's what we were at that time.
Mhm.
So to see him in, he's heading this franchise of films, man, I'm gonna check him out. I was a fan of him on Even Stevens, this, that, and the third. So I think that initially, on top of then when you start to see the trailers and you see what's going on, you see him still being, ridiculously funny. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. And then boom, I
were
just
you
became
a fan
of
were
him.
you a fan of the cartoons back in the day?
No,
Oh.
can't say I was.
Oh,
Can't say
okay.
I was.
All right. Well,
Can't say it.
we'll come back to that. Well, welcome to the Lock Picture Podcast, where we discuss all things film and a little TV too. I'm your host, Marcus, and I got my A1s in the studio, Triz and Lloyd. And as the new year approaches, we wanted to take some time to reflect on our journey. So we'll be discussing where the idea to do this came from, how we got to this point, and everything in between. But before we jump into it, please hit that subscribe button, share with your people, and drop a comment. Join the Lock Picture Podcast family. All right. The Lock Picture Podcast. In the beginning, probably told this story already, but I've been wanting to do this for several years now. The idea started. I was visiting a friend in Chicago, and every time we would link up, we would go get drinks, go to the dispensary, and we would just be talking film, movies, actors, all of that for hours straight. And I was like, oh, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. And never quite worked. There was another friend of mine who would talk films and logistically just didn't make any sense because he ended up moving away. And we have always worked on short films and things like that. We hadn't done anything in a while, or we would start and stop. And so I'm gonna be honest with you. Didn't have much faith in doing it with you guys.
That is not a secret.
That's hilarious, but understood.
But I did share it with you guys. Like, I want to do this. And we never really went in deep with like film or movies or anything like that. Not that I recall. You know, we may touch on some some things, but we never really had those like deep dives. So I also just didn't know how interested y'all would be. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, it probably would be pretty cool because I felt like we had different tastes.
For sure.
Different tastes and different approaches to film and TV and all of that. So I was like, that might be interesting. And then one day I get a call from Mr. Lloyd here. And I don't think I've ever asked you, but out of all these years of me saying film podcast, you called me right before or right after Sinners came out, I think. What made you want to say, you know what, fuck it, let's go?
So because part of what I wanted to do was to build like a podcast network. At the time, it was mostly focused on and surrounding sports. And at the studio that we're sitting in, as I had got the green light to go ahead and do what I was going to do over here and trying to figure out, say, okay, it's not exactly the space I want to, you know, put the sports pod in and how I envisioned it. It wasn't exactly the space I was looking for, but I'm like, what other content? Because on this network, it's going to, you know, be home to a lot of different types of content. And I'm like, what else is there? What else is there? And then boom, I was like, oh, Causey always want to do the film pod. And then I thought about it. So I sat on it for a little bit as I was still putting all the pieces together for the studio and how it's going to work and some of the content that I was already, you know, at least producing on paper, if you will. As I was putting all that together, I just kept watching other people's stuff pop up. And I'm like, okay, that's new. Oh, they doing something. Oh, this is going on. I said, bro, you're never going to do anything if you don't just do it. And I just said, you know what? Let me see if he's interested. Boom. And initially, when I called, I thought it was just going to be you doing your thing, just kind of front of the camera or microphone, whether it's just audio or not, and just giving your take on filming this, that, and the third. And I remember you telling me that you couldn't see yourself sitting there by yourself just doing that. It needed to be a conversation. And I remember after that call, I'm like, all right, cool. But I think I still immediately said, man, let's just do it. And I had most of the equipment and stuff already. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's just see what comes of it. Mm-hmm. And we gave it a shot. And still whole time, because in my mind, I'm like, I still got to get all this sports stuff going and do this. And I got this other show and this other stuff that I want to get produced and get out. I still got to find somebody to host with you or rock with you on the show. And then the closer it got time for us to actually sit down and do the episode, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just do it. And then I think, what did we record? Two or three, I think.
I don't remember.
I know we did.
We did Sinners for sure.
And I think we ended up doing that twice. Because I think the first time I had an issue with the audio or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we ended up doing one of our first episodes. We ended up recording like twice.
Yeah.
And then I think we recorded either one or two more. And then Triz fell into the fold.
Yeah.
And became the third, character.
What was your biggest fear, if any, on taking this journey?
How it would be received. You spend so much time on social media, and the craziest place is the comment section. And as soon as you dive in there, a lot of people are contrarian for sport. So no matter what you say, no matter what, context, no matter what evidence you provide or have, no matter how you formulate and articulate your opinion, you're wrong. You don't know what the fuck
Mhm.
you're talking about, and all of this. And I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with all that shit and people calling you out and going crazy. And it's like, bro, it's not even that deep. We just having a conversation. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But that was always one of the biggest self-placed roadblocks. Was I was concerned about how it would be received and how much shit we got to fight through to just say, hey man, we just, up here doing our thing. Let us be. And then eventually I just said, fuck that and fuck them too. So if you got something negative to say, fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah, my biggest fear was I was worried that we would not be able to hold a genuine conversation
I didn't fear that
for
at
long
all.
enough.
I didn't fear. Well, for long enough in one sitting.
Yes.
I could probably give you because we hadn't done that.
That was my biggest fear. I was like, okay, we gonna come in here and we gonna sit down and there's gonna be these lulls, these silences that we're gonna have to try to fight through. That was my biggest fear because the podcast that I listened to, it's just natural. It doesn't even feel scripted. It just feels like there's friends just sitting around. They are given a topic and they go for an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. And that was my fear. Like, it's going to sound forced.
I did share a bit of that fear, but I think what I learned immediately is when you just speak in your truth and you're not trying to sound correct, you're not trying to say the right thing, you just have a natural conversation. But when you, like I initially would have been, when you're just worried about what you say and how it's going to be perceived, that's going to cause your brain to pause and analyze your next thought before you articulate, and then pause and analyze, and then you'll have those moments of you know what I mean? And you just, we've known each other our entire lives.
Yeah.
So holding a conversation for us is nothing.
Yeah.
But when you put on that added perspective of them, you know what I mean? It can be,
well,
it's where you kind of,
that was part of the fear is if it was just us sitting around talking, I don't care if I stumble over my words or if I'm like, is that even a word? What did I just say? But when you have the camera, I'm like, these motherfuckers gonna think I ain't get educated. And you know, so that was part of the fear, and being in my head about that would cause those lows and those silences.
Exactly.
And it's funny. It's like Lloyd said, because I know I get to stuttering sometimes. I get to talking too fast, can't get the shit out. But it's like, fuck it. Yeah. It's me. This is what it is.
This is what it is.
Welcome.
So Triz, so we must have recorded we recorded one for sure, I think 2 prior to you coming in. Which, by the way, I was genuinely surprised because I felt that first recording was about Sinners. Sinners had just came out.
Yep.
And we were kind of giving our take on it. And I think we ended up talking for like 2 hours or something. I think that
it was a long run.
Recording was very long, and those 2 hours just kind of flew by, and I was like, oh wow.
Yep.
Okay, we got something here. So when you were coming in, or maybe you had some ideas prior to when I first mentioned about wanting to do a podcast, what was your initial reaction? Were you for it? Were you kind of hesitant? Did you think that this was something that could interest you?
I mean, I like to talk, so it was something that was I was interested in. I just like talking film, so I was all for it.
Okay, and I know we've typically, when we have worked together, it's been on making, like I mentioned earlier, making short films. So this is oh shit, that was loud.
See, now they about to go in the comments and go crazy on you. Turn your goddamn.
I know, right? And I was just thinking that too before we even started, but I was like, you know what? This fucking email. We've typically worked on narratives. And so this is kind of a different change of pace. Still uses all the same equipment, like y'all had all of this stuff. And so yeah, so I was just curious as to, you know, being someone who was writing films and that was kind of your passion, how this slight pivot, you know, how did you receive this slight pivot?
Yeah, I mean, like, so working on projects together, we talk about the scripts that we're shooting, right? So to actually sit down, you know, watch the same things and analyze it to see the different perspectives that we get, is something I was looking forward to, because it's like, if it's something that, you know, I wrote or Lloyd wrote or whatever, it's like we have an idea of this is how it is to be perceived. So to sit down and, like, every movie that we've watched for this, we've all had something different that we brought up. And it's like, well, you know, might not say it out loud, but it's like, okay, I didn't look at it like that, but I understand why they did. So to have that was something that I was looking forward to, because otherwise it's like, if it's something from my mind, it's like, okay, this is how I want it to be perceived. So I kind of guide it in that direction. But like, this is just, you watched it, you know, Lloyd watched it, I watched it. This is what I seen. This is what you seen. And then we sit here and we go back and forth about it.
Jump me for my opinion. Yep. That's the formula.
That is the formula. Straight up.
Did you have any big fears or I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Nope, he didn't. You heard what the nigga said on the last one. He has no fears whatsoever.
I mean, it is not a fear.
Absolutely not.
It's not a fear.
This nigga be going into, what's that shit called?
Oh, the other realm.
This nigga has no fear.
The further.
No,
that's the fearless one over there. You see, he got his army fatigue and shit on.
I'll be ready for war.
He's ready, bro.
But
fuck out of here.
There's no fear, but I know sometimes my thoughts escape vocally.
Those intrusive thoughts be whooping your ass.
They just fly out, and it's like, well,
yes,
what we gonna do now?
You have caught us off guard a handful of times. And what is crazy, because like you mentioned, we've been knowing each other.
I was gonna say, you know this nigga, but somehow he still manages to surprise us every week.
But as we're sitting here talking, I don't think about the microphone. I don't think about the cameras. None of it. I'm just talking to y'all.
The issue we were scared about is thinking about what we can say. He didn't fear that, but he should probably start to.
Can I share this brief story, about Triz? We must have been 4th or 5th grade. It was whenever they started doing wrestling at Garden Homes. Pastor Hartman.
That was, y'all had to be in about the 5th grade. You had to be 5th grade.
So I remember me, you, and Kenny. We're like sitting on the side of the mat. I don't know, Pastor Hartman might have been showing us some moves, or somebody else might have been up.
I know where this shit goes.
And we sitting there talking. This nigga looked me dead in my face and was like, "Yo, breath stank." I was flabbergasted, bro. I'm thinking like, well, it is the end of the day. We had lunch.
God,
you ain't gotta, man. I have, and ever since then, I have been like, oh shit, you know, like. But yeah, 5th grade. Just
I don't know if I've ever had a filter, man. Like,
look me dead in my face, just like we having a great day, and just like your breath stank.
Fucked your
but
whole
kids
day.
And then just
don't have filters though.
But wasn't mean about it. It was just like, oh, your breath stank. Blah 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 blah.
You said, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, do you taste that? Your tonsils are tart.
Man, so he has never had a
giving
filter.
a fuck.
No.
I wouldn't even say
no. What did you say to Stern about? Was it Nick?
About being a gigolo?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I called Nick a fat gigolo, and back then I didn't know that
what a gigolo
yeah,
was.
you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking of a fat motherfucker being
jiggly.
But now it makes it even funnier, especially for an adult, because he snickered and he got more knowledge than we do as kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit was funny.
Good old Mr.
Give
Stern.
no fucks.
Mm-mm. Yeah, we figured you were the fearless one. But yeah, and the other fear that I had was that we would start and
And
stop.
then it would taper.
Yep. We
Yeah.
would start and stop. And we recorded. We were recording audio for some months.
Few months.
Because it was all summer.
At least 2 months. Yeah, at least 2 going into 3.
Yeah. Because like I said, we started when Sinners came out. That was in April.
Yeah.
And then we were recording every other week.
Yeah, I think then we had it
just
spaced
kinda-
out a little bit more.
Yeah, and we're just kind of getting in where we could fit in, and we started doing video in October, right? Because we were doing the
October was our
Halloween,
first,
Yep,
that
the
was our
Halloween
first
stuff.
video stuff.
So we were recording audio from April through August, September, and then we started doing the video, and then that's when we started
Yeah, because I wanted
actually
to build
releasing.
up because
Mhm.
the schedules were so inconsistent. I didn't want to start releasing stuff, and then it's like, shit, some came up, I can't record, and then we don't have anything
Mhm.
to release this week. So that's why we started stockpiling that for a little bit, so that way we could get ahead. Because everybody got stuff going on, and like you said, this was new. We were still figuring out the flow of everything. So we kind of stockpiled a bit of audio episodes, and then when we got to the video episodes, I believe we released the first 3,
Yeah, the
Audio?
first 3 audio.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
and then we started with the videos coming with them and been doing both ever since. But yeah, I mean, I think once we got in that groove, I mean, we still had our issues where shit was coming up. Y'all saw the one episode where Marcus was bundled up like he was in fucking Alaska. So, yep, the furnace went out, people, at the studio, if you didn't
Cold
know.
as hell.
Yeah, we was in here cold, still, recording, handling business, but it got to a point where it had got too cold. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you can see your breath, and it's warmer outside than it is in
Yeah.
here. So we had to shut down for
Trying to
like
act
2
like we
weeks, I
not
think.
cold.
Uh-huh.
And until we were able to get the furnace fixed, or got a new fucking furnace. So if y'all want to donate, but just having that and making sure we had something to continuously put out if we needed, everything just started to work out. We started getting into that groove. Now we stay a little bit ahead with our recording. So
what you're saying, I think when the furnace went out is when we released one of the first audio only
Mhm.
yeah, it was the
episodes.
Public Enemies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Public
yeah,
Enemy. Yeah,
Public Enemies.
Mhm.
Public Enemies. That was a good episode.
that was.
It was. We had some good audio episodes.
Fucking Melvin Purvis. My
Um,
goddamn nerves.
So we, like I've mentioned, we've been on this ride for a couple months now. What have you enjoyed most about this experience?
To expect the unexpected, because y'all be shocking me with some of the things y'all say, especially with like the audio only stuff that we had. I wasn't expecting some of those films to come up or certain things, so it's like you think you know somebody, and then you in for a nice surprise at times.
That was there was a time where, and you kind of spoke on it. If you're just being genuinely yourself and saying, sharing your genuine opinions, it won't feel forced. And there was a moment where I'm like, I don't have the typical taste of a 30-something black man. Should I keep that to myself and lean more into what is expected of me? But then I'm like, fuck that. I got taste. Y'all better get with the program,
This
okay?
nigga came in here with Superstore.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
Bro,
no.
you know what? I'm gonna have to dust Superstore
no.
off and revisit that, because
That
I'm
was
like,
that was the one that killed you. A lot of the feedback and
Oh.
commentary that I was
Hey,
getting,
but he stood on it though.
it's
facts,
so
facts.
funny.
but it's just hilarious that some people like, what the fuck do Marcus be watching?
But
Bro,
look,
I don't know.
but what be crazy is
What's crazy is Halloween and then Superstore, nigga. That's what's crazy.
That is,
we are not a monolith.
and then don't like Norbit.
Not at all. But what's crazy is, so some of my hottest takes, hot takes, Superstore, is I'll get random text messages like, Superstore is funny. You damn right. Put that
See?
shit in the comments.
But
have
you-
my back in the comments.
No, because
No.
they the same person that sat there and said, "Should I keep that to myself?"
Yeah.
They conversation went different than yours.
They're that meme with the nigga standing in the shadow smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette like, oh, I fuck with that
They're
too, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
they're Homer Simpson stepping back into the bush.
Say, yeah.
And I got like 3 messages about the Norbit shit, but nobody put it under the video or under the
What,
clips.
3 messages where they don't like it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's because they all. So the same fears that we just said we had, everybody shares those same fears,
And I
bro.
want to
Because
be
the comments
like,
gonna run
'Cause
down on them.
the comment section is the worst. It's the comment section is Fight Club.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go down in the comment section every time.
But that's why I'm like, say that shit in the comment section.
No.
Have a nigga back.
No,
Y'all
they
just
will
left
not.
me out high
High
and
and
dry.
dry.
Funny, nigga.
But
High and
Superstore
dry.
is funny. They and the attention.
Wait,
and I'ma just-
time out.
I'm just gonna- hold
How
on,
do you
hold-
like Superstore and not Norbit?
Let's not do this. Let's
I-
not
I
do
just-
this.
I just-
no. There's Tristan,
know what,
he's-
we'll save
he's,
that. We'll
he's
save
not
that.
gonna. He's not gonna make any sense of it to where we understand.
No, it's not. It's just not gonna make any sense.
That's all I'm saying. We not gonna
Norbit
understand
was
it.
not.
I've learned to
You got it.
appreciate it.
Mm-mm.
You got
I've
it.
learned to appreciate
Yeah.
it. You got it.
It's just the attention to detail. I'm a revisit. I'm gonna find y'all some clips and I'm a send them over. And Parks and Rec too.
Yeah, that was
That
another
is
one.
funny.
Okay,
That is
you got
funny.
It. You got it.
I'll give him that one.
That
I'll
one
give
is
him that
funny.
Have at it.
I'm gonna send
Have
you a
at
clip.
it.
You probably ain't gonna laugh, but I'm gonna laugh. So I'm gonna send it
Hey.
anyway.
You can laugh at me not laughing.
What do we enjoy most about this experience? You said expect the unexpected. I think for me it's just been I feel like I've gotten to know y'all a little bit deeper. You know, we've known each other for so long, but you very rarely sit down and have deep conversations. You know, normally it's, you know, surface stuff, you know,
Mhm.
work, you know, maybe
Bills.
family bills, you know, and then you go out for drinks and try to you know, escape any of the drama that life brings. So I feel like this is a fun way to get to know you guys and vice versa, you know. So and I think that's been my favorite experience.
I just enjoy getting up with y'all, man. Just talking shit, man. That's really what it is for me, man. Just, you know, hanging out with the guys. And, you know, just talking shit about this medium, this art that we all happen to love. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's become a big part of our lives in more ways than one, and often different ways for each other. But we can still find that middle ground and appreciate it the same, more or less, you know,
I
the
was about to say
same.
sometimes.
But you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that to me is just, man, just getting up, hanging out, man, just having a good time, having good conversation,
Yeah.
occasionally some good drinks. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
Be looking
just
forward to
cool,
it.
man.
Yeah.
all the time.
Has anything surprised you outside of Norbit and Superstore?
I'm not even gonna say that shit surprised me.
It
I
shouldn't.
didn't expect.
Yeah.
I think there was one moment where I was surprised. Let me think for a second.
You know-
there was something I think that you surprised me with. I got to think on that. For
I
a
got
second.
something, and it was a audio only episode that's still in the vault, and that was about Creed, the Marianne conversation.
Oh yeah.
surprised me.
I thought
That-
you were looking at me.
No, no,
That's
no,
why I
no,
was
no.
like, I ain't say nothing about Creed.
No.
Yes.
That
Mary Alice. This nigga
Listen.
hate Mary Alice. Who hates Who hates Felicia Rashad?
See, they'd have to hear that episode to appreciate
at some point in time,
my point.
Bro, you went like that was
I did
that
not
was,
see that conversation going that way.
That was a surprising moment. We will be releasing the audio to our Creed discussion. But that I thought that was just going to be a kind of run of the mill. We all kind of like the movie type conversation. And you know,
Not
we
this
all
nigga.
like
we all
we
like
all
it.
like it.
yeah,
We all
we
like
all
the
like
movie.
the movie. But
Yeah.
you know, I just thought it was just kind of going to be one of those conversations. We wrap it up and we go home. I was not expecting for the debate to pop off about Mary Alice and you know, her moral, I don't even know if you want to call it her moral ground or
Yeah, we
her
could put-
hypocrisy
Yeah.
or whatever
I
you
like
want to
that.
call it.
Yeah.
Of
Let
not-
don't put all
Yeah,
that
that's
out there.
okay.
Let
We'll
them
leave it there, but
formulate
that-
their own opinions.
That actually, like, that was what like surprised me the most because I did not see that coming.
yeah.
You know what? Since we calling people out, I do feel like the variety episode. I still feel like Triz was talking to be talking. I'ma just
with
say he
the
was talking
horror
to be
list?
talking.
No,
that was a great
No,
film.
he talking about Rosemary.
All
Baby.
of, man, it was a
Baby,
bunch-
yeah.
You said
No,
that shit
nigga.
for a lot of films, and then when I asked you to break it down, you ain't really
Well,
get
you know,
into it. No,
I got
don't worry
put on
about
the
it. We ain't got
spot.
to do
No, I
all
ain't
that
gonna go
now.
back
We ain't
into
gotta
it,
do all
but
that now.
it's funny because after the fact, I was like, I can't believe you let that nigga do you like that. You should have said this. It's too late now, but we're gonna talk about it off
yeah.
camera.
I have that all the time, especially the Halloween episode.
I'm like,
I was
God
like,
damn it, you should have said this.
I was like, nigga, you froze.
You froze.
You froze in the Halloween episode. You was just
Yeah, you
I
got
like
me,
it.
nigga. Lloyd 1, Triz 0, but I'm gonna spin the block.
Spin it till you dizzy, nigga.
That is one of the things though. It's like I found, at least for me, when I find I'm caught off guard, it is hard for me to kind of explain, you know.
See, how do y'all prepare like when we coming in here to do what we finna do? Because up here, I have the whole pod. Up here, I talk to you, I get y'all response and reaction. So I'm not often caught off guard, except for by this nigga. But other than that, I'm usually prepared for what I think I know y'all well enough to know how y'all are gonna react and respond to certain things.
I can agree with that.
but
But it's the
I'm
sub
getting
points to
better
the
at
main
it.
points. Like it's
Yeah.
it's the comebacks to things that are said that I didn't look at that.
See, I'm Kobe with the approach. I got a counter for the counter and the counter and the counter
yeah.
again. You know what I'm saying?
See, I ain't got all that. I
I ran
have
out of
my
moves.
main-
I'm ready.
I ran out of moves.
I have my main
I'll
point.
be ready.
and a lot of times it depends on what else is going on during that week. Like if I'm well rested, if I had time to like, if we're doing a movie, if I've had time to like watch it more than once, revisit it more than once, then I'm pretty prepared. But if it's like I rewatched it one time and now I'm going in with my main bullet points and I'm like, oh shit. But I feel like I'm getting better now because I can kind of, I feel like now
You know where
if I
shit gonna
watch
go,
something,
right?
I'm like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. Let
It's
me
not, right?
do my
See,
push-ups.
one thing that I was doing, especially as it pertains to Triz, I am definitely going to challenge you on
You
the
baby
fact
bro.
if I feel like you're saying something because you feel that's what should be said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge you. Like, no,
Do
you
that.
gotta, nigga, I do, and whoop your ass every time
No,
I
you
do
don't,
it.
nigga. You got
Challenge.
one. Like Marcus said, I froze. Other than that, no, nigga.
Bro, stop it.
Absolutely not.
Roll the tapes.
Roll them.
Roll the tapes.
Roll 'em.
Roll the tapes.
The other surprising one, and I don't know if this has been, I'm sorry, I didn't go back and revisit all the audio recordings, but I don't know if this one has been released, but you and your appreciation or admiration for Titanic.
It came back up. I think. Yeah.
It came
no,
up.
that was audio. That
But
was
we
audio.
discussed
We
it
did
on-
discuss it, but it was more in depth
Yeah.
in the audio only.
That completely caught me off guard. Like
Bro, I had books growing up, everything.
Triz, to me, there's not a soft bone in your
You
body.
understand
It's
what I'm
all
saying?
hardcore.
Thug life.
It's thugging 24/7. So you come to me telling me
Bruh.
you like this 3-hour movie about these white people falling in love and then losing their lives. I'm
his
just
shit.
like,
That's his shit.
who am
Hey,
I talking to?
Make sure you get a close up of him as he's describing that, because this nigga, I know y'all can't see it from where y'all sitting, but 6'4", this nigga got 2,000 tattoos, and he listens to Tupac daily. And his favorite film is white people falling in love in the middle of the ocean.
Finish.
That's all I gotta say.
They die in
And
the
but he's also on the government list to be
hey,
watched
no
as
bullshit.
a Black
Listen.
Panther.
As a Black Panther,
You wanna
so
tell a
make
story?
the shit, hell Oh, bro, listen.
You want to tell the
think
story?
I do not play with the government when we be on these pods. God damn it.
Okay.
Just
There's a file. We'll say there's
There's
a
a
file.
file.
There's a file.
So you can imagine like this guy, and when we're talking about some of our favorite films, Titanic is it's not even in the realm of possibility.
Not close.
Just not in the
Which I
realm.
thought it was gonna be like dead presidents.
Juice.
I thought Juice.
Above the
Gridlock.
rim. Gridlock.
Gridlock
Menace
is
to
one of my favorite
Society.
movies.
like,
though.
dog.
Boys in the Hood, like just pure hood shit. That is what but I didn't know you like Shawshank Redemption. So I was expecting like a bunch of hood shit. Shawshank Redemption.
But you got Shawshank, you got Titanic, you got Schindler's List. That's a movie that I can watch like whenever. So it's a lot of different ones out there, you know.
Schindler's List doesn't surprise me. I think it's the romantic aspect of Titanic that I'm just like.
But see, it wasn't necessarily the story of Jack and Rose for me. Like I've been obsessed with the story of the Titanic before they made these fictional characters.
Okay.
So like from childhood, read a lot of books on it. Be at Gardner Holmes reading articles and shit. Cause I'm like, how the fuck did this big ass boat sink from a piece of ice? Not knowing iceberg is like a fucking mountain, and what
Yeah.
you see above, you know, the water is only like
just the tip.
Yeah,
The
like
tip of
underneath
the
the
iceberg.
fucking Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
And so like I've always been obsessed with that story, like on how this massive ship that was supposed to be unsinkable went down.
Did you ever watch that?
I didn't
That
get around
series?
to it. I didn't get around to it.
Check it out, man. They built like what is it?
A replica?
A replica, but life size
Oh,
model.
at scale? Okay.
Yeah, at scale. So people can come into it. Looked like a warehouse or a theater type space, and you can come in and see and all that. But yeah, it's crazy.
It's
but
funny. I guess somewhere in Florida they got like a Titanic museum or something like that.
Yeah.
And my homegirl Ashley went down there, and I got a piece of coal that they like took off the Titanic at the crib.
Would
So
you
I
go visit?
I
Are you-
would. I
Oh,
would.
okay.
We might have to make that trip there.
I'm with it.
For you, Trish.
Let's do it.
We'll make that
Let's
trip.
do
For
it.
you, Trish.
We'll record something down there.
We'll make
Yeah.
that trip.
Do you guys have any other favorite moments? I know we kind of sprinkled some of those in there. For me, the Creed one, it
Creed is definitely
surprising, but it was I felt like that was the first time where we really had a passionate debate. For the most part, we were just kind of, I wouldn't say agreeing, but just giving our opinions. There wasn't much challenging to it. But yeah, that was the first time I felt like there was something being challenged, and we had two people on opposing ends, and so it was interesting, and we got that again with the Public Enemies episode, and just recently with our legendary Delroy Lindo debate,
Lindo.
which I still think you're wrong. Well, I still think you're
That's
wrong.
quite all right. That's quite all right.
Any other moments?
No, I agree with all of those. Creed is definitely at the top for me. I enjoyed the Home Alone. I just thought that shit was hilarious and great. The Delroy, which was supposed to be this Christmas.
It still is.
It still is, right?
We talked
But
about everybody else.
We did.
But-
we
but-
talked about the movie.
those, in a nutshell, and then Eddie Murphy.
The Eddie
I
Murphy
think it
one
was the
was-
one
Eddie
where,
Murphy was good.
where
Yeah.
we was going crazy with all the quotes, and yeah, that was top tier for me.
For me, I like the Halloween series. I think we've seen something different from all of us. And then even on the Halloween episode where it's like, I knew once I watched it, I was going to be on your ass. And you did not back down
Didn't care.
at all. Like, I just knew. I'm like, oh, I
And-
can't wait to record.
To Marcus's point, I got a lot of shit thrown my way about mine and Triz opinion on
Halloween.
the film.
yeah.
And to his point, hey, say that shit in the comments.
Yeah, right.
I'm not finna tell him all this shit about y'all saying he was right. Fuck
Oh,
that.
I knew I was right.
The
I
shit
knew I
dies
was right.
here.
He said it
Oh.
dies here.
Yeah.
He will never see this.
He'll never see that.
Yeah. No, I knew I was right.
But yeah, no, the Halloween series. And then even the the holiday one, like the Christmas, that whole like that group of
Yeah, those are kind of cool just to see as far as that theme or that season, whatever it is,
yeah.
which of us or what our picks are.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
And the crazy thing is, after we recorded all of those, I mean, my pick wasn't going to change. I mean, it is
Right.
You're not going to find something for me that tops Whitney and Denzel. They could have been reading the phone book, and I'm gonna like this. This is everything that I want. It's two of my favorite people, and they're in a movie. One of my favorite things. Yep, I'm there. But I was, as the streaming services have all of their holiday films out and pushing them on the home pages, I saw The Santa Claus, which used to be one of my favorites back in the day. Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
That one, I was like, I forgot
That was
all
with,
about
Arnold
Jingle All the
and
Way.
Sinbad, right?
Yeah, with Sinbad, and they fighting over the one action
little
toy.
Yeah.
What was the I think we mentioned almost Christmas because it got my guy Danny
Got
Glover.
you got Danny G.
Boom, Danny Glover
Came up again.
I'm done. All right, done for the episode. But yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, this and this and this and this and this. So, but I feel like that's cool because if we decide to come back, next year, we can, we have more films to pick from. It may not be the absolute favorite, but
right.
And
that
I mean, they
kinda
keep
thing.
creating them. They
and
keep
they keep
on
creating them.
spawning out.
And one
so-
thing I will say about that, during the holiday season of, this past one and then even Halloween, just how many people came up to me or came up to Lloyd and was like, is this on the list? Like, did y'all got to watch this?
Yeah.
Y'all got to check this out.
So we got plenty of shit to do for next year.
Yeah, it's always something.
Dope.
Excuse me. All right, so looking forward, is there anything content-wise or maybe reception or exposure-wise that you're looking forward to or, hoping to see?
Just continue what we doing, get better at what we doing. Engage a little bit more with the community that's growing, extend our reach, further to reach, grow the fan base or family, if you will, and just continue doing what we doing, man, and just get better at it every crack at it.
I second that.
You know what I'm saying? Lloyd summed it all up right there. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing just more people talking in the comments, not in our phones.
Yeah.
Comment, please.
Cause I wanna, if y'all are saying stuff to them, I wanna know. If you hate Norbit, put it in the comments.
Because it's up to me to tell them. And if
not
you
gonna
saying
happen.
some shit I don't agree with, I'm not gonna tell them.
He ain't telling me shit. I tell him everything though, so I ain't like that. For me, content wise, I'm excited. This is we're in the middle of my favorite film season, which is Oscar season. So I'm excited to watch all these films. Things are coming to streaming a little bit earlier than they have been in the past. So there's a lot of films being considered available to stream. So I got the holiday season off. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is catching up on some of those films. And then just thinking about new segments or other ways to engage, doing like film reviews from the theater or just outside of the theater. Like, all right, just saw this, blah, blah, blah. So just kind of trying to find my voice in that. I'm excited to hear some of y'all reactions for some of these movies that are being considered, because I just
probably gonna make great conversation.
I just can't wait. I cannot wait. Like, one of the movies I really want y'all to see, because I think y'all are gonna have
Lethal Weapon. Look at that.
Nah, Danny ain't in this one, unfortunately. I think y'all would have strong opinions about one battle after another. I don't know. I'm
looking forward to watching.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I've been kind of being like, this is good, and I'm like, you know what? These niggas might rip this to shreds.
Nah, I gotta watch
I'm
it.
kind of, and you know, because I started like reading the discourse online and what some people are taking issue with the film, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, okay. So now I'm just kind of curious to hear y'all reactions to it.
Mhm.
I think it's a great film. So that's something I'm looking forward to. And then as far as like how the like logistics of it, I guess, is like you mentioned, having really looking forward to people engaging in the comments, um and just trying to figure out different ways to engage on social media and online. You know, what are some of the best ways to expand our reach, you know, get people interested in what we got going on here. There's a lot of content out there, you know. How can we stand apart? Triz helps out a lot with that. He's very clippable, if you will. And it's really gotten me into TikTok, making TikToks. Like,
Man,
I'll be sitting around playing, trying to figure out the best clips and stuff, and putting them on TikTok, and it's been really cool because there's been a lot of engagement from people I have never
met.
seen.
Yeah.
And then I look to see like, oh, well, maybe they work with y'all or whatever, and then y'all have no mutual friends. So I'm like, oh, okay. So
Yep.
It has been people at work like, oh, y'all got a podcast? I seen y'all on TikTok. Like,
Yep.
I know these motherfuckers.
Yep, straight up.
I
That's the coolest part of it.
actually had this girl I have not seen since right after high school, maybe college years. Haven't talked to, haven't seen. I don't know if she even has other social media pages, but we popped up on her For You page, and she reached out and was like, "Hey," I'm like
That's
that.
what's up.
I like shit like that.
Hell yeah.
All right. There any changes you would like to see?
Just I mean, not to how the show I guess runs or operates, but there's a lot of stuff that's gonna take place within the studio that's gonna change as we move forward. So we'll be seeing that within the new year. But as far as how we operate and do things, I mean, maybe some tweaks here and there, some
Mhm.
stuff that we'll discuss internally. But overall,
Yeah.
we just gonna keep on
This
rocking.
kind of feels like when your boss call you into the office for a one-on-one.
Right.
I'll pull the one-on-one questions type shit. What about you,
Change, oh.
Trey?
Nah, I like how it's going out. Nothing like major as far as like changing, like to how, like Louis said, to how we do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we get some more snacks around this motherfucker or something. But other than that,
When we first started, I had this idea of being like almost confined to like this box of this is what I want to do, and I want it to feel like a TV show type thing. So I always had that in my head. But some of my favorite moments, some of my favorite episodes is when we just kind of let loose, and you know, and we learned this even in like acting class. A pin drop, you drop your pencil, you drop your pen in the scene, and it's not written in the scene. Pick the fucking pencil up. Be a human being. Shit happens.
Yeah.
So,
For
know,
sure.
not worrying about if everything is perfect and, fucking emails coming through and, that kind of thing. So, yeah, just learning to kind of just
go with
chill
it. Yeah.
and go with it. Yeah. Is there anything else that maybe I didn't cover that you wanted to speak on or touch on?
I don't think so.
I just want to say I want to thank y'all for kicking this off and getting it going. It's something I enjoy doing.
That's definitely a,
Well, I will say a thank you to you two. I, so I'm gonna share this with y'all. I just sit here. I just sit here and I just talk. These two are doing all the editing, the lights, the sound, the putting it up online. They're doing all the heavy lifting. I get to come in here and say I don't like some shit. I do like some shit. I think we should try this. And it happens. We do it. So thank you. The hard work is not unnoticed. I wish I could help more, but I don't want to do what they do. I don't want to do what they do. I don't want to learn all that. I don't want to learn the technical stuff. But to be fair, I've always told y'all that. Even when we were doing,
100%.
even when we were doing like short films, it's like, oh, call me when the cameras are ready to roll. That's where I draw the line.
Nigga said I'll be in my trailer.
I want to be the
With
talent.
my green M&Ms.
I want to be the talent. I don't want to do nothing else. Well, you know, at least not now. Not yet. I haven't grown up that much yet. So, all right. Well, so I want to leave off with saying this to the audience. You know, when you tune into the Lock Picture podcast, what you are witnessing or what you are experiencing is 3 young Black men who've been knowing each other their whole lives. They're brothers. They're happy and they're single. And
I knew
whatever.
it was coming back.
Oh, they was on your ass for messing that line
What
up.
did I mess up?
What did you say? Brothers, we're happy and you said happy and we're single and we're colored.
What did I?
Instead of singing.
I was drinking.
Oh, they was hot.
Oh man. Oh, calm down.
Blame it on alcohol, huh?
Always. That's what we do. But what you're experiencing or witnessing here is 3 young Black men. We've been knowing each other our whole lives, and we're just coming together. We're maybe having a sip or two, you know, letting go of the long work week, and talking about this medium, like Lloyd said, this medium that we've come to appreciate in more ways than one. And we appreciate all the views, all the comments, all the text messages, all of the support. It's truly felt like a blessing, you know, and we hope to continue to create content that you can enjoy, content that triggers an opinion or a response, if you will. So yeah, thanks. And thank you for joining the Lock Picture podcast. Until next time, remember, movies are when dreams and magic meet reality. Have a blessed new year. Peace.